Alright, let's get the party started. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Let's see, call sign. Anyway, what do you think about what I described? MP5 just for picks. Wait, I described for the MP5 just for a pick with that sword. Call sign that sword with that MP5. Might be pretty cool. I had to see it to really get a good idea to give you a good opinion. But glad you made it to the stream, man. And Tommy, glad you made it too, man. How's it going? How's you guys' days, weekend going? Just do a little intro here. We are going to finish up this MP5, hopefully get it all together and do a test and do a comparison to see how much of a performance increase we get both on rate of fire and velocity. So we're going to continue that today. I got the parts lined out. So last stream, to recap a little bit, we got the the gears for the most part re-shimmed, and we were trying to get the bevel gear shimmed to the pinion gear, and I was honestly kind of struggling with that. And I forgot to grab the tote that the MP5's in. Hang on. Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, Tommy, you lost the duel. Good game, Tommy. Good game. GG. Grab the other tablet. Here, box. Alright. Oh. And the little receiver. Here we go. Okay, we got the little receiver right here. Oh, you did? You did, Tommy? That's weird. I didn't get the notification. When'd you do it? Alright, so we gotta pull these gears back off, and then I'm gonna try and place this gearbox back in the lower receiver. Just now? That's weird. I didn't get a notification. Huh. Weird. If you did the resub, the thing should have went blah, 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 to do like a rock and roll noise. I wonder if it's broken. Hold on a second. Now I gotta look. Let's see if my alert box is even working. Thanks for mentioning that, Tommy, and thank you for resubscribing. Really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate your guys' support. It means a lot. Let's see. Yeah, the alert box is open. How do you get different tiers? So what you, if you're already subscribed, I'm not sure how you can upgrade, but if you, hold on a second. I'll get you a link, Tommy. Should be a subscribe button right there at the bottom of the stream. Should be a subscribe button right there at the bottom. Hey, Demon! Glad you can make it. I thought you weren't gonna make it. Oh, are you like out of reception range or something? Where the heck is it? Let's see. Huh. We're trying to figure out how. Man, I'm trying to get Tommy a link to subscribe to the channel, and I'm just drawing a blank right now. Full subscriptions. Demon, the diamond by your name means you're a VIP of the channel. I made you a... Okay, so guys, if you got a diamond by your name, that's because I made you a VIP for the channel. And what that basically means is that I recognize you guys as great supporters of this channel. Demon, the reason why you got it is because you've been coming to my stream since day one, and I really appreciate your support. You're one of the reasons why I was able to achieve affiliate. And same goes for you, Tommy. I don't know why the diamond's not showing up on your name. I think maybe it's because you already got the sword and the first sign. Oh yeah, the sword means you're a moderator, and first means that you're okay. So there's the indicator for you, Tommy. Instead of the Wyshtech symbol, you get the first because you're a founder of this channel, and you're a 2-month subscriber. Oh man, right off the bat, you want to duel? Okay, let's do this. Already, call sign? You want to fight everybody already? Oh man, you're on a roll today. Let's see. Ooh, I don't want to have that minimized. What the heck? So far, your luck's gonna run out, man. I'm telling you. Let's see. Where the heck did I find it? I'm trying to get the damn link. Oh, I think I found it. Come on, Reddit. There you go. Okay. Here we go, Tommy. There, click on that, Tommy, and that should bring up a screen that you can subscribe to either 1, 2, or 3 tier. Tier 1, 2, or 3. And by the way, guys, if you, I have additional benefits for higher tier subscriptions, and you can find those descriptions in the About Me page on this channel. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. Remove this back over so I can see you guys chatting to me. And there we go. All right, cool. All right. But yeah, we are going to Missoula today. After we are done, not today. So you're going to Missoula to help out some friends, Demon? I would have just said, "Well, that's too bad, Demon." Tommy, let me know if you have any issues with that link. I'll get with you after the stream. But anyways, so last stream, I was struggling to get this damn gearbox to sit flat in this lower receiver, so that we can get the motor height done. And so the problem is that I can't really see down there to get that damn thing to sit flat. The base of this to sit flat in here, so that I know that the pinion gear is aligned correctly. So I'm trying to look in there carefully to see if I got it set right. It's getting caught on something, I think. What the heck is in there? It's getting caught in plastic. Oh, there we go. I just had to push it a little hard. There, never mind. Wow, Okay, Demon. Well, if you can hang out, that's cool. If not, that's no big deal. You called Wish? Wait. Help me out, call sign. Pinion. Oh, duh. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, I have memory problems. This is the wrong side. So I'm gonna stick that up here. I need this side of the gearbox, I believe, if I remember correctly. That's fine. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay, let's get this motor height set. Okay. We're in a gearbox sitting flat. And let's see where our pinion gear is sitting. Not you, call sign. Silly you. Okay. Where's the pinion gear now? It's about right where it needs to be. Yep. I think it's about right where it needs to be at. Okay, got it figured out. Cool. Okay, so what I just did. I was adjusting the motor in here, so that the pinion gear. Crap. I think I just dropped a shim. Oh, there it is. Now, set these shims up this side so I don't lose them. Give me a second. I'll fill you in on what's going on. Set the shims up to the side so I don't lose them. Let me tell you, it's kind of frustrating when drop shims off your gear, one of your gears, and you have no idea where that shim went. And so then you have to re-shim the damn gearbox. So that one's on there pretty good, so I don't think it's gonna come off. Anyway, so okay, let's say this is the motor that's in the grip. What we're doing, I don't know how well you see this, but what we're doing is that we're getting the pinion gear of the motor up on the bevel as much as possible to where the bottom side of the pinion gear sits flush on the edge of the bevel, so that you get maximum teeth contact with your bevel, and that will prolong these two gears for a long period of time. And this is especially important if you're going to do a high stress build. Hey, Larchatech! Glad you can make it, man. Thanks for the follow. I just let you know that I figured out why I couldn't get the base of that gearbox sitting flat inside the MP5 receiver. It was because I wasn't pushing down hard enough, and it popped in and it set flat. So got that figured out. So now all I gotta do is make sure that those the bevel move the shims accordingly, so that we got that nice even spacing between the pinion and the bevel. So yeah, like, dude, I was just sitting there. It was all angled like this, and so then I was like, maybe I'm not pressing it down hard enough. And as soon as I did, it just dropped down like that, and I was like, oh wow, silly me. So I got the motor adjusted, the motor height adjusted correctly now. So now all I gotta do is move the shims around so that, like I said, get that bevel and pinion teeth contact right where we need it to be. So right now the bevel has a total of 3.1 shims. So hopefully that's enough to get it to where we want it. Oh yeah, Larchatech, call signs. Part of his name is Pinion, so he likes to give me a hard time every time I say Pinion. What do you do? You like to sit on motors and spin. That's what you like to do, call sign. So. put these shims back on, and then, hey, Wyshtech, so what, for an MP5, what do you usually do to, wait, I'm putting that on wrong, to do, when you shim bevel to pinion? Do you want to meet up in the Discord so that you don't have to type out everything and you can just explain shit? So it's easier to explain shit, I should say. Just let me know, man. We'll get that set up. Okay. Just let me know when you're ready, and then I'll start laying it out on Discord. Nope, that's right. Wrong tool. It was this one. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream, Angel. Oh, yeah, so we're going to be putting 16:1 gears. There's a minute delay between YouTube and the stream for some reason. I hope it's not too bad. But yeah, that's the gear ratio we're using, is 16:1. And this is not the motor we're using. This is out of another AEG. The motor that we're using in this is in this lower receiver of this MP5. And it's the AIM Top M120 speed motor. So if it ends up having too much of an amp draw, we'll change to a different motor. But it was a motor that I had laying around. So doing a low cost speed / durable build, if that makes any sense. Kind of a I guess you could say a budget speed build. What's up with the Pinion Gears? I'm not sure where you're getting at there, call sign. Make sure that this is still shimmed right. Hey, no play, and it still spins freely. Nice. That's how I like it. Okay. Stick this gearbox down here and see how this... There we go. Now, this is my question to you. Well, oh, okay, Wyshtech. Yeah, I was kind of curious how you do the bevel to pinion on an MP5, since you don't really have an easy access to that bevel down there. I'm gonna use a long screwdriver, I guess, or pick. Reaching down in there to grab that bevel to see how much play there is between the pinion and the bevel. Tommy, just set it and forget it. Does an ASG 40K works with a speed gear set? I mean, rate of fire? I'm not sure, Angel. It depends on what the gear ratio you're talking about. 40K? I don't know much about ASG 40K. Hey Tommy, have you messed around with the 40K ASG motors? What about you, Wyshtech? Yeah, I have to grab maybe a different pick. You have a, Tommy has a 30K and a 35K. What gear ratios have you ran with those motors? And what kind of, do you know what kind of amp draw you? But he ran an 11.1 thousand mAh 30C battery. At any time, Tommy, did the motor pinion the bevel is good. I think I just got it on the first try. It's like, well, I'm gonna just put these two shims on the other side of the bevel and see what happens. And it, well, it I like it. I like where it's how much play there is. So I know that you want a tiny bit, like a very tiny bit of play. But welcome back, call sign. Nice to see you, man. Tommy, I'm thinking about pizza again. The green gas that I'm getting in that I'll be putting up for sale on my website. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Tommy. And so now that I know that, I think that a 40K motor, ASG 40K on 16:1 gears would be just fine. I think your amp draw will be right where you need it to be. Yeah, I bet with 12:1 gear ratio, holy shit. And I think, honestly, Tommy, did you try a bigger battery than that 1000 mAh 30C? Like, did you try, like, maybe a 3000 mAh 30C battery? Because I don't think that poor LiPo didn't have enough amperage to sustain that kind of stress. Jersey Mike subs. I never heard of that. Alright. Pretty soon we're going to be able to go to wiring this MOSFET back up on this MP5. Pretty excited. Shoot, I gotta check to make sure that the spur gear is good. So I think a shim fell off of it. So oh, hang on, Wyshtech. Sorry, for some reason I don't hear you calling me on Discord. Let's see. There you are. Weird. Okay. You there? So I just checked the movement between the bevel and the pinion gear, and I think I got it the first try.
Awesome. Okay, cool. I've got to close the stream to get some feedback here.
Oh, just mute the stream.
I wish I could share my video with you, because then I'd show you how I shim my gearbox to the motor itself.
Oh, the bevel and pinion?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see, yeah, as soon as you bring that up, I think we'll stream it. Do you mind if I put it up on the stream for the viewers?
You're like, it sounds like you're speaking through like very.
Like I'm far away?
Yeah, it sounds like you're really far away.
Oh, let's see. Hang on a second. See what mic this thing's set to. How's it now?
Oh yeah, much better.
Yeah, I think it had my laptop's mic, so I just switched to the webcam.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting my tools right now because I have a full gearbox that I'm actually fixing for a guy. So I actually have the perfect setup that I can do to show you guys exactly how I do that.
Oh, so are you working on an MP5?
It's not an MP5, it's a standard M4, but the philosophy is the same. It's how I do every gearbox, whether it be an MP5, a G36, an AK-47,
right.
M4, AUG, doesn't matter. It's all, the gearbox is a gearbox is a gearbox, essentially.
Right. The only difficulty that I was having with this MP5 was trying to get down there to the bevel to see how much play there was between the bevel and pinion.
So yeah, there's a real easy way to fix that. Alright, and so
okay.
The way I start off is I take out all the gears. I take out all the shimming.
Yep.
Okay. So it should just be the gears and no shims. Okay?
Gears and no shims.
And then gears and no shims. And so what I'll do is, oh, I've got my son. Come here, little man. Yeah, let's talk.
Yeah, so, Tommy,
you
should get a bigger battery for that combo. That's probably why your stuff's getting so hot.
So essentially what I'll do is I'll disconnect or take everything apart, take out all the shims, all the gears, and then put back together the gearbox with just the bevel gear in.
Okay.
And then I attach, I close up the gearbox, put maybe like 2 or 3 screws in just on the bottom portion so that the bottom portion is held nice and tight.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I do. Like this. I don't know if you could. Oh, you don't have to stream up anymore, do you?
No, I don't, because I was getting feedback. But then the next thing I do is I put the pistol grip on, and then I put the motor
Sounds good, Tommy.
without the spring on the motor. Because if you have the spring on the motor, you have to put the bottom plate on and like adjust it and try to get it right. And on some gearboxes, you don't have like the holes in the back that you can see where the bevel gear is, and so it makes it really hard to try to tell whether you're pushed up too high or too low. So I just put the motor in there without the spring, and then reattach it, re-put in the bottom plate, and then I use the screw on the bottom plate to screw it up as far as I can go.
Okay.
And then I just take about 3 to 4 full turns off of the screw that I screwed in, or the motor just side screw, and it should back it out to roughly where it's going to be. And then I just shim from there. And so what I'll do is, most of the time, your bevel gear, if you have the gearbox facing toward your right, the bevel gear will be on top of the pinion gear. And so I just kind of push it up away from the bevel gear, or push the bevel gear up away from the pinion gear, and see how much movement I have on that. And then I shim, then I take it apart, put a couple shims on, put it back together. And I should have very little movement between the bevel gear and the pinion.
Yeah, when you go to move it back and forth.
Yeah, so there shouldn't be any movement back and forth between the pinion and the bevel gear. You don't want too much pressure on it. Otherwise, you're putting pressure against the motor, and you're throwing your motor out of alignment.
Right.
So even if you try backing off the motor with the motor height adjustment, you're still going to get a really nasty, almost kind of grinding whine. And you're going to damage your motor that way because it's pushing your motor out of alignment. Okay. And so I usually try to do it to where there's a little bit of movement still left in, but it's so minuscule that not even like a 0.01 shim would be able to fix it. It's got to be that minimal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's always going to be some movement between the pinion or the bevel gear and the pinion, just because, especially when you'll see it a lot in bushings that are the bushings that have like the bearings on them. Yeah. You're going to have that little bit of movement because of the way that the bearings work. There's going to be a very slight movement within the bearing itself. So a slight movement on the bevel gear isn't bad because it's putting pressure against that pinion on your motor. So having a slight amount of movement on your bevel gear isn't bad.
Are we talking about the movement of side to side?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yes. Yeah, movement side to side. If you have, like I said, if you have too much pressure on your bevel gear going against your motor, you're going to throw your motor alignment out, and no matter how much adjusting you do to that motor, it's going to give you that nasty grinding, whining, and it's not going to do anything good for your motor. And so that's what I'll do. I'll put it in without the spring, and then shim it to there. Once there's very, very, very little movement between the bevel gear and the pinion, that's when I take the pistol grip completely off and shim the rest of the gun. And you don't need to add any more shims to the bottom side of the bevel gear. Okay. And then, so the next gear I'll shim after that is the spur gear. Yeah. I'll shim the spur gear, and I shim from there. I shim spur gear first, then I'll move on to the sector gear and shim that, and then I'll go back to the bevel gear and shim the other side that I didn't shim before. And once that's done, I just put everything back together, adjust motor height, and it'll be perfect. The only thing you'll hear is the whine of the motor, very minimal. You won't hear the gears turning. You'll hear, just the slight little whip, and gun on fire.
Oh, nice.
It usually takes me about maybe 10 minutes to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Most M4s these days, especially between like KWA, Crytek, VFC.
No, you're not
like
late, Shark.
Some of those main ones, like a lot of the big companies that you get out there, you honestly don't even have to shim to your motor because it's all pretty much standard. So if you shim your spur gear first and then shim everything to your spur gear, all you got to do is adjust your motor height and you'll be fine.
Right. So for those like more high-end guns, like what you just mentioned.
Yeah. So usually when I worry about motor height adjustments, it's usually for things like SCARs, G36s.
What about Tokyo
MP5s.
Mauri? Like this one, like this Tokyo Mauri we're working on. What do you think?
Yeah. So most of the time, like your guns that you have to take like the whole bottom lower receiver off in order to get to the gearbox, like a SCAR or an MP5. You can't just take the pistol grip off itself. Those are ones that you really have to worry about adjusting the motor height to the bevel gear. But things like a standard M4 or an AK, if you can take that pistol grip off, you rarely really have to shim to your motor.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're putting a M110 spring in this. Do you think it has to be that detrimental to for the bevel to pinion gear alignment?
It's not going to be detrimental if it's off, like just by millimeters, but you are going to hear the difference in sound. I guarantee you will.
Yeah. Because
your motor your motor wants to go in, as straight as possible.
Right.
And if it's getting added pressure by that bevel gear and it's like pushing it out of alignment, it's gonna have that grindy style whine to it, and you'll be able to hear it.
Damn it, Shark Theory.
And you'll know. The other issue that is if you put too much pressure on it, one or two things are going to happen. Either A, you're going to strip your bevel gear, or you're going to strip your pin. I have not seen any pinion gear stripped from that. I have seen lots of bevel gear stripped, though.
That's interesting. I've seen it the other way around. I've seen lots of pinion gear strip and bevel gears kind of get chewed up at the worst.
Let me kind of take that back. I've seen damage to pinion gears from it not aligning right with the bevel gear. Where I've seen bevel gear strip is not from where it meets contact with the pinion gear. It's the other side up that meets contact with the spur gear.
Mm-hmm.
Those teeth up there that make contact with the spur gear. That's what's stripped. And it's very prominent with Crytek gears. I don't know what kind of material they make their bevel gears out of, but it is like a very soft steel. And
Crytek?
out of on a Crytek, out of like I would say 27, 30 Cryteks that I've messed with, over half of them have had a stripped bevel gear.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's always the teeth that meet up with the spur gear.
Yeah, Shark, that part kind of startled me, I'm not gonna lie. The guys in the stream are saying that what we're talking about is sounds complicated as fuck.
It's probably not. Once you like I said, if I was able to show it to you guys, it would make a lot more sense. I would have to stream in on myself, or if you follow my page, the Larchitect Quality Airsoft Services, I could stream it via Facebook, because that's how I've been doing it lately, is through my phone. And I just live stream through my Facebook page, and that's where I do a lot of my tech work. You should see the VFC I just got done upgrading. The thing snaps. I put in a 35K Action Army motor on it, a Jeftron Leviathan trigger unit.
Love that.
31 gears. Yep. I threw in an SHS piston and piston head. Corrected the AOE on it, and it's snappy. It's fast. It shoots almost as fast as a a low end DSG build. Like I'm probably getting about 30 to 35 RPS on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the FPS on it?
It's at 400 feet per second.
Oh,
Between
wow.
398 and 400 on a .20.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. My local field here in Virginia is Battlehack Airsoft, and so we have a field limit for 400 feet per second on a .20
All right,
gram
Shark, seen a
BB.
little bit.
DMRs have got like a 450 FPS limit, and sniper rifles we chrono sniper rifles with .40 gram BBs, and they go by joule, and so we have a 2.81 joule limit on snipers.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because I've built up my sniper rifle to be at my field max, and I can outrange every other sniper out in the field, which is awesome.
Yeah, I bet. Hold on real quick. Yeah. So those sound alerts that you're trying to redeem their call sign, I think for some reason my sound alerts is messed up, but I'm gonna try and get that fixed after this stream. I'm sorry, man. Try the other ones. Those should work just fine. Those ones cost a lot, though. Anyway. Well, cool. Thanks for the advice, man. You should show the builds. Show your builds on the Discord channel.
Yeah. I need to start taking more pictures of them. Right now, I've got backed up. I've got about like 5 guns in my garage I'm working on right now, so I've just been trying to get them done and get them back out to the customers, and so I haven't really taken a lot of pictures of them. But I need to start doing that again so I can show off all the stuff I've been doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right now this guy, he's up in northern VA, and he sent me a package with his gearbox and all the internals to just build and send back up to him. And he's got me a Gate Titan here sitting in front of me. All of his upgraded parts, they're sitting here in the bag, and he just wants me to install them for me because I just have no clue what I'm doing. And so I'm like, all right, cool, so I'll get it set up for you. So here I am with this gearbox sitting in front of me, but ready to crack it open and get that going.
Just about, Tommy. Tommy's like, you ready to wire this thing yet? He donated half the parts to this build.
Nice.
Yeah, he's one of the big supporters of this channel. Big shout out to him. He's as a matter of fact, he donated this entire MP5 to this channel. So in a later stream, we're gonna do a giveaway of this airsoft gun.
That's awesome. I'm actually doing a giveaway at an airsoft event here in Augusta, or it's Battle for Augusta 2. It's up in Stewart Draft, Virginia, and it's on May 8th. And I built up an $800 high kappa pistol to give to raffle off.
What's up, HT Warrior? How you doing, man? Glad you can make it. That's cool. And I think we're gonna start airsofting over here in Montana, probably next week. One of our admins went to go check out our field that we usually go to. It's a Forest Service area, public land, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to play next week. So I'm dying to try out my new LMG.
Yeah, I got to get in the field again soon. I miss it. I've been spending a lot of my time just teching and doing my martial arts stuff, and I've just been backed up on all that. I haven't hit the field in almost 2 months.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. It's like I build all these awesome guns, and I have no time to go play with them.
Oh, the pain.
Yep. Yeah. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be... No,
What was weird, call sign?
Yeah, crap is
Oh, it must be the stream's probably dropping frames. That's probably why. Sometimes it happens. Good old Twitch. But yeah, once we reach the mystery donation goal, that's for new viewers. That's when we're gonna do this giveaway.
That sounds awesome. Someone's gonna be happy with that.
Oh yeah, Tommy and I are both pretty damn excited to see this thing go to somebody in the community.
What kind of gears you putting in there?
These are just 16-to-1. They're nothing too crazy. The guys here on the channel, we did some polls and decided that we should just do a kind of a budget speed build, but also make it durable, make it last a long time.
I gotcha.
So better than what was in it. You know, this was a completely stock Tokyo Mauri MP5, and now it's got a lot better parts than what was in it. I'm sure you've seen plenty of Tokyo Mauri stock parts, so you know what those are like.
Well, unfortunately, with a lot of Tokyo Mauri stuff, it's meant for Japan and players, so all their stuff, very low power builds.
Oh yeah. This one shot just under 280 FPS, but you know what impresses me about Tokyo Mauri is that, yeah, they shoot such a low FPS, but damn, they're accurate.
They're accurate and they're consistent. You know, Tokyo Mauri knows what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they've been in the industry for what, 30 years?
About, yeah, if not more.
They're one of the oldest companies out there.
I enjoy Tokyo Mauri guns because their build quality never ceases to impress me.
Oh yeah, and their new lineup now with the electric blowbacks that they have now. Look at Tommy, we're gonna do the wiring now. Hooray!
I have a friend here who recently purchased a Tokyo Mauri next gen recoil system SCAR, and he gave it to me to upgrade for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the damn thing's nice. I gotta give it back. I gotta give it to Tokyo Mauri. They did a really nice job with that recoil system because it feels like you've got nice kick to it. The issue is that damn gun is more proprietary than PTS. Their springs for the NGRS style guns is proprietary. Your internal levers and the gears are proprietary. Like, I can't put in any other gears except for the next gen recoil.
I remember that stream, dude. I watched a little bit of it. I was probably there for like 20, 30 minutes. I was just lurking and just kind of watching.
Don't get me wrong. It's an awesome gun, awesome build quality. Like, the gearbox itself is made out of what seems to be like a cast steel. It's a pretty decent gearbox. It's
cast
beefy,
steel?
It ain't gonna break. Yeah.
No shit.
Like
the gearbox was like kind of cast steel?
Yeah, it's what it felt like. It felt like it was like a cast billeted steel.
No kidding.
Like, it did not feel aluminum at all.
Damn.
Like, I probably could have taken that gearbox out back, dropped a sledgehammer on it, and it wouldn't even have left a dent.
That's badass. It looks like Tokyo Mauri stepped up their game to compete with all the new...
At least for the NGRS guns. I definitely know, like, the older guns that are not recoil, those are all aluminum shelled gearboxes. Tell you what, they had a hell of an air seal on that damn thing, though. Like, as proprietary as the piston was, as proprietary as the cylinder and cylinder head was, as soon as I put my finger over the nozzle and, went to press down on the piston, it was an immediate air seal.
Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of air seal I like. Like, it bugs the shit out of me when you go to do a compression test and it doesn't seal up right away. I don't like that. I'm really OCD about that shit. But real quick, one of my viewers, HT Warrior, he has a YouTube channel, by the way. You want to check it out sometime. And he's HT Warrior on YouTube. He does some really, really thorough reviews on parts and airsoft guns. But anyway, he just said in the YouTube live stream that stock TM gears can take up to PDI 190% for a while. I'm kind of surprised because their gears feel like they're aluminum.
Yeah, their gears feel like aluminum. They look like they're aluminum, but they're not, which is an interesting thing. I'm not sure what the gears are made out of. But they're not aluminum. It's not even like steel either. It almost looks like it's like a galvanized type of material.
I'll have to get that fixed for you guys. I'm sorry about that. It's not gonna work because I think when I enabled the other sound alert system, it disabled the other. The guys are trying to do sound alerts, and the stream's not letting it happen for some reason. I'm gonna have to fix it.
Oh, that's been a while. I get all these shims on here and see how it feels with all the shims on there. And then I can reshim from here.
Unfortunately, Shark Theory, I can't refund them those points. If it was the loyalty points, though, I could. Fortunately, Twitch does not. Crap, I need a smaller set of strippers. I'm having a hard time getting these damn wires stripped. So what are you working on right now?
I've got it looks like an M4 gearbox. It's got a PTS handle or pistol grip. And the customer wants me to install the parts on there for him, which it's got a gate tighten that he wants me to put in there. I'm not sure what kind of gears yet. Right now, I'm just checking shimming, so I'll be able to find out what type of gears they are here in a second when I reopen the gearbox. But this gearbox, it's a nice, clean gearbox. It's got this giant D and E lettering on it. So it's the first gearbox that I've seen like that, so it makes me think it's like an aftermarket gearbox. It's also got some really interesting venting holes drilled on it as well.
Oh,
yeah,
hey, real quick, call sign Poison in our Discord channel just reminded me to mention that he is running I ran a poll for him on the Discord channel, so if you guys got a minute, go to the announcements in the Discord and place your votes to help him out to decide what airsoft gun he should get. We're using the emojis to do the votes in the Discord channel. So if you get a minute, go on there and check it out, and then place your votes.
I didn't vote on that because he honestly should be getting an MP5 that's got the Avalon Gearbox. Because let me tell you, that Avalon Gearbox is one of the nicer gearboxes to work on.
So can you elaborate a little bit?
The Avalon Gearbox is set up in a way to where it's got the quick chain spring system, so you can decompress the whole gearbox before you even open it.
That's nice.
It comes like ready to install a gate tighten or a per-run unit or the Jeftron Leviathan system. You can install an ETU in it really easily, and you don't have to make any modifications to the gearbox itself, which is really, really nice. The only thing that I ever had to modify on an Avalon Gearbox is there's like some like pins on the body itself, like when it goes together, that keeps the wires in the channels. And I did have to like file down those pins just because of having an extra wire run through while putting on an ETU. And that extra wire
I can relate.
Just enough that I couldn't close the gearbox without filing those down. But even then, if I'm only filing down those three things, that absolutely does nothing to harm the gearbox at all. Easy day. Like, it took me less than 5 minutes to file those things down. It went in without an issue. It was easy to align up, easy to put in.
I like easy.
Right. Yeah, it's easy to do. It's compatible with a ton of aftermarket parts for like cylinder head, cylinders, gears. You can put any gear set you want in the damn Avalon Gearbox. It'll take. I've tried it with Siege Tech gears. I've tried it with SHS gears, Rocket Airsoft gears. I've tried it with SEMA gears. The VFC gears will fit.
Oh, not
A&K
SEMA gears.
will work. Yeah, G&G or G&G gears will work. JG gears will work. Like every gear set that from every brand that I could find, like classic Army gear sets work in the damn thing.
Just got good
And so I'm just
tolerances.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to shim it for sure. Like every gear
Right.
set's gonna have a different tolerance, but the fact is that it was able to put them in there, and they all married up just fine. I was able to spin them all. Like that's great. I can't do that in a Crytek. Crytek is proprietary to its own gears. I can't put SHS gears in a Crytek to save my freaking soul.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get a Crytek Trident then.
Every time I've had a Crytek, and I tried to use the Nautilus gearbox to put a different gear set in, if it wasn't a Crytek gear set, it would not work.
Interesting. That's good to know. So, the good old H&K slab. You know what's if you have never experienced that, call sign, you should just get a gas blowback MP5.
Gas blowbacks are another freaking nightmare.
Oh yeah. I mean, actually, depends. I have a WE G39, not G36, but G39. I've actually been corrected a couple times for that. That I've had for years and used the shit out of it, and the only issue I've ever had is that the nozzle, the part of it cracked that was not detrimental to its performance. That's it. However, I did have a M4 one time that it literally broke the nozzle in half on the third mag, I think. Yeah, it was garbage.
The only gas blowback gun that I would ever own on my own is if Tittman made. If Tittman made a gas blowback gun, I would own it.
Oh, because, yeah, Tittman, they started out making paintball guns.
Yes, and their guns were super reliable. I had a Tittman 98 growing up that I used to go play paintball with my friends out in the backyard and stuff. And my friends would have like these stupid, like expensive, like the Egos or like the Ions and like just some other really expensive ass freaking paintball guns. And my Tittman 98 had no issues. They always ran into issues where like their batteries weren't working for them, or the gun would just stop working.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't able to set their fire control units up so that it would fire too fast or it would fire too hot. I never had an issue with my Tittman, not once. And so, like,
so they know what the hell they're doing.
An airsoft gun.
Where
Like Tittman made a line of airsoft guns, but they started off with an HPA gun, and then they made an AEG. And I've seen them. Their HPA guns, they've got a nice system, but the other internals, like their barrel and their pop-up system and all that, is garbage. And if they would just have put a little more care into their hop-up system and their inner barrel, it would have been a phenomenal gun. But I couldn't pay the price of the Tittman gun to get. If they made a gas blowback gun, I would pick it up right away because their pneumatics are just phenomenal.
Yeah.
The interesting part about the Tittman's HPA gun that they made was you could run it with a remote line through the pistol grip. And so you could use an HPA tank, or you could use CO2 mags, or CO2 inside the magazine. And I thought that was really, really interesting. So you could have two different options of air source to run your AEG or to run your M4 on.
Oh, nice. That sounds convenient.
Yeah, it was a really like I said, it's an awesome system, and it worked. Like the M4 mags had no leaking issues. The remote line worked flawlessly. It was pretty much exactly like any other HPA gun, just without that expensive ass price tag of like a Polar Star or a Wolverine. And it was great, except for when it came to your hop-up system, your barrel, and your bucket. It was all like a really cheap ass aluminum inner barrel that wasn't even polished. So your accuracy was gone after 50 feet. Like, the bucking on it was, I would say, like a very typical standard bucking from like a really cheap like cyber gun. So your accuracy with your bucking is garbage. It had a Gen 1 style hop-up unit. So after about 10 shots, your hop-up would be out of whack, and so you'd have to readjust your hop-up again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I love it.
But if it weren't for that, it would be awesome, because they incorporated the same type of FPS adjustment on their M4 as they did with the Tippmann 98. The Tippmann 98, you adjust the FPS with a little Allen key screw. The exact same thing with their M4. You adjusted it on the gun itself. So even if someone decided to crank up their FPS on their tank and regulator, you could lock it to the FPS you wanted on the gun.
Oh, hell yeah, that's convenient as hell.
Yeah, it was super convenient. And I thought it was a fantastic system. It's just, if they would just give me a better inner barrel and a better hop-up unit, or at least make it compatible so that I can use aftermarket hop-up units, it would be great.
Hold on real quick. Shark, did you see on E-Like that they have mid caps for the P90 now? The 5-pack? And then call sign says Tippmann has a CO2 HPA M4 that is easy to convert, apparently. Do you have anything that you can, since you know a little bit about Tippmann, is there any knowledge about that?
Look, it's basically a standard M4 platform, so yeah, you can convert it any way you want to. I mean, that's not wrong. I've seen it in person, I've played with it in person, and I've taken it apart in person, and you can easily swap out their internals with like a fusion engine, or you can put a Wolverine Inferno engine in there. You can put an F2 in there. You can put a Kythera in there if you really wanted to.
Yeah, man, I don't have very much knowledge on the HPA stuff, so that's why I was asking you.
I'm actually working on a few HPA guns myself. In fact, I just recently got in Mancraft's new pneumatic drop-in kit, which completely replaces the gearbox.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you might as well just buy a receiver.
With the pneumatic drop-in kit that I got from Mancraft, it's a V3. You literally pull out your gearbox, you put this one in, and it's got 6 screws on the back side of the actual engine itself, to where you can like set them, and it adjusts the nozzle so that you align it with your hop-up unit. You adjust it, and it gives you perfect alignment every time. So you never have to worry about alignment with your nozzle to your bucking. It is a fantastic system, and so I'm in the process of getting it to work in my KWA TK45. The only issue I have with their V3 pneumatic drop-in kit is the fact that it's so brand new. It only works with, like, I would say like a very generic M4, to where it only had one selector switch on the side instead of the ambidextrous. The way it's set up, it only works with those type of guns that have the single selector. It's not a game changer or anything. It's only going to be semi-auto anyway. You can't switch to full auto. It's only semi-only.
Right.
But with mine, I'm having to modify the bottom plate in order to make it work in my TK45, which is what I wanted to do anyway, because I'm taking my Kythera out of the TK45 and putting it in one of my Avalons. Just because my Samurai Edge Avalon has like a red and black scheme on it, and so I've got like I've got a red and black suppressor on the front end. I've got red scope mounts to put my scope in. The trigger itself is red, and so I've got a bunch of like red accented parts all over my Avalon. So I'm going to put my Kythera into that Avalon and make it my HPA gun, because I foam filtered suppressor. And then I picked up another Samurai Edge not too long ago for a really stupid cheap price, and it functions flawlessly. So I've got my AEG Samurai Edge. I'm going to be polar starring my my other Samurai Edge, I've got my KWA T6, which is my is my sidearm essentially for my sniper rifle. I've got my SRS, and that's my baby.
Yeah, that's a badass looking rifle.
For a 16-inch gun, it's shooting over 400 feet accurately. So it's kind of awesome when I go to the field and I'm hitting people at ranges where they can't even dream of hitting me at.
Well, yeah, that's so far away that they probably don't even know where you're at.
Well, the funny thing is, I'll openly stand up in a field, and they'll be shooting at me, and their shots are hitting like at least 50 to 75 feet away from me, and I'll just stand there, and I'll just pick them off like fish in a barrel.
You're like, what the hell?
It's great. Even other snipers on the field, they'll try shooting at me, and they'll miss me because their shots fall short, and I'm just picking them off. And they're like, your gun's got stupid range, bro.
You're like, hell yeah, I built it that way.
The other dumb part is that it's so quiet that if I fire it from 10 feet away, you're not hearing it fire.
Nice.
Yeah, it's quiet. It is stupid quiet. In fact, one game that I played with it, I ended up getting behind the enemy, and I did not even know that their spawn was like about 50 feet away from me, and so I was like just kind of dug in behind a hill, and I was watching them pass me, and I would shoot at them, and they get hit and they'd walk back, and they get hit and they walk back, and they couldn't find me. And finally, one guy had decided to walk a different path back, and I shot the gun 5 feet away from him, and he didn't hear the gun go off. He dropped his pistol after I fired, and was slowly racking my bolt back, and after he dropped his pistol, he went to go pick up his pistol, look, and saw my boots, and saw me, and then he turned around and shot me. And he's just like, yeah, I didn't hear you firing, dude. I saw you. I had to literally see you, and if I didn't drop my pistol, I wouldn't have seen you.
Yeah, usually those spring guns are just pretty damn quiet. Even like the stock shit.
So a lot of stock sniper rifles have like a really loud like pop to them when they fire, and when it comes to my SRS, people are like, oh man, that's pretty quiet for like a VSR-10, or that's really quiet for like a striker. I'm like, do you think that's quiet? Here, and I'll pull out my SRS and I'll fire it, and it's just a very low, and it's like, wow, holy crap, that's quiet.
Hold on real quick.
As quiet as it is, they don't think I should be getting the range that I do until I go out in the field and I'm like, here, shoot it. And I let them shoot, and they'll like watch through my scope to see how far it goes. And it was like, holy shit, dude, this gun fires so far. Like, it doesn't sound like you should be firing at over 400 feet. I'm like, yep, but it does.
Damn. Hey, Callsign, you could just send a link in the Discord channel, man. It's all right. I don't mind. Oh, and looks like Shark Theory's got a little tidbit here. He says, in the 80s, the MP5 was king, but the availability of Kevlar armor raised concerns. We needed a new kind of gun part, SMG part carbine. The PDW, it wasn't long for the MP5 to have a competitor. FN Herschel decided to make the Project 90 in the 90s because NATO wanted a standard PDW, so H&K made the MP7 to compete and lost, but Germany vetoed the P90's adoption, so there will never be a standard PDW. Interesting. I didn't know that. FN Herschel's response to H&K's MP5 was the P90. And then H&K responded to that with the MP7. And if I'm understanding this tidbit correctly. It's interesting. Thanks for sharing it, Shark.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I finished up soldering the signal wires of this MOSFET to the trigger assembly. Now I gotta get the wires for the motor set up right. To the right length. You can call sign. You could just post it and shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
So call sign is gonna share a video on the Discord channel of this YouTuber called Airsoft Mike. Have you heard of him?
Airsoft Mike?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's a review. It looks like a review for a Titman M4 version 2 with HPA or CO2 gas blowback.
Interesting.
Shark Theory says the P90 was better at penetrating armor and can do so at greater ranges. That's why the MP7 lost when they competed the MP7 against the P90. It's probably because it's a 5.7 round, or excuse me, 5.56. See, damn. All right. These are the wires. Where the hell is the other set of wires? Oh, there's my freaking soldering stick I was looking for. Okay. Positive over top.
Go. Continue cherry there so I can work on the gun I'm working on.
So the M4 basically comes as both HP and CO2. You can switch it back and forth to your preference. I think that's what the excuse me. Larch was talking about. Call sign says this M4 basically comes as both HPA and CO2.
You're alright. You're alright. You're just not gonna let me do any tech work while you're away, huh? Yeah, you're just not gonna let me do any tech work while you're away. Kinda hard to shim gears with only one hand, kiddo.
If you could shim gears one-handed, you're a pro.
I mean, I can do it, it's just gonna take more than 10 minutes. Yeah, because I've done it before with you in my lap. Yeah. It's just very difficult. Very, very difficult.
I think that's how I want to run it.
So I definitely know this needs to be shimmed more.
Okay, that one's good.
Huh. This guy has SHS 12-to-1 gears in here.
Well, really, how are they wearing?
I don't see any major wear on them, so I think they're brand new. Well, yeah, I just pulled off the sector gear and it says SHS 12-to-1.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, this is going to be an awesome build once I get it all put together. The one thing I'm definitely not doing is using his battery that he sent. Because he sent me this giant brick-ass nanotech battery. 4.0, 4,000 mAh with a 35 to 70C discharge.
Yeah, you're right,
Not that I
Tommy.
can use it anyway, because it's got an XT60 connector on it, so I can't really use it on the Gate Titan, not without rewiring the Gate Titan, but I'm definitely not using this because I'm not going to take the chance of ruining its internals by putting a 70C discharge through the gun. Oh, quit your complaining. Are you trying to tell Wyshtech how to do this stuff, huh? You trying to tell Wyshtech how to do all this stuff? that what you're saying?
Baby knows more than I do. Let's see.
Oh, I doubt it.
So blue wires, yeah. I don't know if you saw it, Tommy, but I got the blue wires all soldered up to the trigger assembly, so we're done there. And right now I'm trying to cut the wires to length for the motor. And then get some spade connectors put on, not spade connectors. Oh yeah, that's right. Spade connectors put on them so we can connect the motor up. No, call sign wants to duel me. I got these channel point awards thing that if you save up enough, you can claim to have me throw away the gearbox in the trash can as a joke. But it cost like, I think, what was it, 6,000 points, and it takes a while to save up that much. And it doesn't matter what I'm working on, if you claim it, without hesitation, I'll grab the gearbox and throw it in the trash can. And that's even if I'm in the middle of shimming.
So the question is do you recover it after you throw it away in the trash can?
Yes. And then whatever I'm doing, I've already done it once with this MP5 gearbox because Seabass hopped into the channel. He's usually in these streams, and Shark Theory's saving up for it. He just said that he is. But anyways, Seabass claimed it, and I just took the gearbox out of the MP5, and I just opened up the gearbox, and Seabass claimed the gearbox throw, and I immediately threw it in the trash can while there's already shit in that garbage can, so I had to go dumpster diving for it.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I actually ended up breaking a tappet plate in half when I did it.
Oh, that's
Tommy, Seabass is out checking out our field that we go play at when we go Airsoft. So, and he's helping his wife work on her truck. So, but yeah, that's what happened. And I think the damn thing has been claimed like at least 10 times now since I started streaming. HT wire, I think the thinnest shims that I'm aware of is 0.1 shims. That's what I got anyway. I got this huge pack of shims from China. I got from AliExpress, and the one pack had 3 different sizes: 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3, with a total of 120 shims. And I literally paid just over $1 for them, and they are amazing. I measured them with my calipers, and they are exactly what they say they are in width, and there's no flashing or burrs on them.
What type of shims are those?
They are. I have to get you the link because the logo on it is in Chinese. But I got it from AliExpress, but I think I have the link somewhere. Oh, look in the Discord server, in the Discord channel. I think I put the link in the recommended products. And if you know any good recommendations, you can post stuff there too. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, if I could get those shims, that'd be awesome because I need some decent shims. The shims that I've got at my local Airsoft stores, like some of them are decent, some of them are not.
Yeah, these are nice. And check this out. Another cool feature about these damn things, they have the size stamped on each individual shim.
Nice.
I personally like that in case you know how like when you pull shims off or you drop one and you don't know what size it is, and so you have to figure out what size it is. Well, these are they have the size labeled right on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, beat you, call sign. Call sign just asked to duel me on the chat there, and he beat me the first time around. This time I won. I think you guys can use your channel points or your loyalty points on top of it. So you just do duel username and then how many points you want to wager in the duel. And if you win, that's how many points you'll take from that person. But if you lose, that's how many points you're going to give that person. But if you don't want to bet any points, you just don't enter any number. You just duel. Okay, so I think I'm going to put some spades on this thing and see if they... Oh, no. I don't think they'll do that. Never mind. Okay. So I'm going to see if my measurements are correct.
Can you stop that, son? I am trying to shim a gearbox.
Now everybody knows that they can duel for Wyshtech points. The loyalty points on my channel, they're used to buy raffle tickets for the giveaways. So you can literally steal points from another viewer if you win the fights. Oh, and you can gamble your points too. You can either do a roll of dice or do a slots.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Let's see. Shark Theory wants duel. Call sign, accept the duel. He's betting 50 points on you. You have an opportunity to get 50 points. And then Tommy plays slots.
No, you cannot grab the gearbox, son.
Yeah,
I need a lot.
Let him grab the gearbox. Maybe he'll teach you a thing or two.
When he's old enough, I promise to teach him. Just like my daughter McKenna, she is very interested in doing tech work and stuff. And she's like, Dad, I want to work on guns when I'm older. I'm like, if that's what you want to do, kiddo, I will show you how to do it.
Yep. For sure. Just had a brain fart and just lost.
My daughter will literally sit here with me and work on a gearbox. And I'll let her do it too. I was like, here, this is what you do. You put this part here, screw it in this way, and she'll sit there and do it.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it makes me very proud.
Oh, Shark just lost 50 points against Call Sign. So there you go, guys. There's another way to get your points. You could fight each other over them. I don't know if you were here on the last on the giveaway stream, but everybody was spamming the shit out of the dueling. I had like I think there was 10 people active in the chat, and they were all dueling each other. It was hilarious.
That's awesome.
I didn't get anything done because it was just so damn entertaining. Oh, Call Signs wants to duel Shark Theory for 150. All in. Let's see. Oh, Shark Theory won. He got 150 points. So yeah, these points do have value to them. Like I said, you can use them to enter the raffles.
You are loud, little man. Yeah, you are so loud.
Let's see. Oh, now they want to duel me. Make me go broke. Are you sure about that, Call Sign? Are you really willing to lose 200 points?
Damn it, kid.
How many points do you have, Call Sign? I'll duel you after I see how many points you got.
Yeah, I know. Fine. I'll take you upstairs. See your mama.
Oh, man. You're almost broke, bro. Alright. Don't be mad if I win. Here we go. Hey-yup. Oh, you got lucky. Lucky call sign. Actually, call sign. If you guys save up those Wyshtech points, you can enter. You can use them to enter a future raffle, like when we do a raffle on this airsoft gun. So I wouldn't lose them all if I were you. Okay, let's see what we got to work with here. Okay, so that's gonna go. Tommy. I didn't mess up though, Tommy. Oh, Tommy, since you're a subscriber of tier 2, I think, or since you're such a big supporter, you can do a walk-on sound for yourself, so that when you come in the stream, a sound will play, so we all know it's you. And then Tommy shit himself. Sound alerts don't work, guys. The blurps do. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut that one a little short. A little shorter. Oh, no. Actually, I don't need to. I could probably just use that excess there. I think. Come on. There we go. Cut a little bit off.
Alright. I am back. Now I can trim this gearbox. Nice and quick.
Oh, the motor just went in the trash, or in my cheese box. God dang, call sign, you stinky bastard!
Let's see how that shoots. That might be a little.
I think you have to do. Shoot. You should be able to click the emoji button on the right side of the chat bar there, Shark Theory. Unable to load available emotes. What the hell? That's dumb. I can't load up my own emotes. I love it. You cannot cheer your own channel. Damn it. I wanted to cheer myself.
Well, that sounds counterintuitive.
I'll be like, hooray! I did my own thing.
You can't share your own channel, so how are you supposed to get more viewers?
The what?
You can't share your own channel. How are you supposed to get more viewers?
Oh, not share. Cheer. Like, hooray!
Oh, gotcha.
So Twitch has this thing called bits. It's similar to what Facebook has, and those stars.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers is a similar thing. So you use cheer points or bits, and they call it cheering, and it works exactly the same as the stars on Facebook.
Oh, okay, got it.
Literally, Facebook
Oh,
gaming is the mirror of Twitch. So the sub thing is the same, and yeah, a lot of things is the same. I'm gonna super glue this wire down to the gearbox. So you're gonna find and watch the video on how to program that MOSFET? I never did look into it. Yeah, after we're done with this build and get it all together, I'll look into it, Tommy.
What MOSFET?
It's a JAG MOSFET, I think, if I remember correctly. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's just a little tiny MOSFET. Tommy donated this MOSFET to this build. Like, literally half the stuff. Damn it, guys. Jag arms! Okay, thanks, Tommy. Ooh, that's the wrong screwdriver.
Jag arms MOSFET.
Yep.
It shouldn't be that hard to program, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure it's done by the trigger.
It is. Usually you put it in semi, and then you pull the trigger and hold it, wait for it to beep at you.
Yep. Oh, wait, that's not the screw. Or is this the screw?
Because it sounds like the same thing as my my Samurai Edge Avalon.
You have a Samurai?
There we go. Yeah, Samurai Edge Avalon. It's amazing. The electronic trigger unit on it is just crisp.
It's Twitch. Where? Oh, there it is. I was like, where the heck did my or the cutoff lever went? Found it. Thanks, Tommy. I appreciate the love. All those farts, my favorite. Oh, Shark Theory has almost enough points for the gearbox throwaway. He's warning me to watch out. Shark, you know what would be funny? If, when we go to raffle this thing off, or do the giveaway with this thing, that you win this MP5 and it's been thrown in the garbage multiple times because of you. Oh man, that's funny to think about. He's like, joke's on you!
Well, that's no bueno.
No, it's not. I just opened it enough times that I think it's dried itself out. Oh, it's still good. It's just slow. It's like molasses now instead of it being all runny. Tommy says you hold the trigger for 7 to 10 seconds to go in program mode. It looks like. Try doing that IRL at the same time as the sound alert. Help me out, Carl. Saying, what do you mean by IRL at the same time? Call sign, did you actually shit yourself? He goes, compared to the sound alert, I think I may need to hit the bathroom. It smells like a sewage pipe. Oh, come on, Shark Theory. You never know. The odds are pretty good when we have... Or last stream, the odds were pretty damn good, especially if you buy up all the raffle tickets that you can. Oh, Call Sign said he farted at the same time as the fart alert happened. What a quinkadink.
Okay, fine. Now I just need to add shims on top of here.
There we go. Alright. That wire is permanently stuck there. Last time I used a super glue to hold down a wire so it wouldn't get caught in a pinion gear. Then later we had to take the MOSFET back out on this other gun. Went to go pull the wires out and that super glue was so bonded to the wire it stripped the insulation.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, so it's like, well, at least it was bonded that well, so you never had to worry about it.
Yeah, it's a little nuts. I had something similar happen to me with a guy's Scar that I took apart. Apparently he had his dad's buddy who was a master electrician wire the gun. And it was bad. Let's just say that He's for his he put in a Gate Nano hard MOSFET in there.
Oh yeah.
The Gate Nano hard FET is not a MOSFET. I was wondering why. And so when I was taking it apart, normally you see red and black wires. This one was a yellow and brown wire. And I'm like, this is new. So as I am going through and I'm taking it apart, I'm looking at it, I'm like, this guy had clipped the old red and black wires and soldered them to a larger gauge yellow and brown wire.
Like a housing residential wire?
Yeah, I'm not sure what gauge it was, but it was about, I would say, double the size of the standard gauge wire you see on most wiring.
Was it stranded?
Yes.
Okay. Just trying to get an idea.
And so, I'm just like, okay, so he's got super thick gauge wire on here that is being bottlenecked because he soldered it to a smaller gauge instead of resoldering it straight to the battery connection. So you've got a bottleneck here that's now forcing the electricity back into the battery. You've got a Gate Nano hard FET on here that's only programming your stuff. It's not an actual MOSFET. And so I'm like, there is nothing stopping the electricity from becoming a hazardous level in this gun. The guy put so much super glue on the wiring that the wiring shredded itself trying to just gently pull it out, on one. And two, he had pushed in the wiring for the hard FET into the gearbox with a very small, like, flathead screwdriver, because the shielding was damaged and missing in certain parts that would only happen if you, like, jam a screwdriver in on it. And so I'm like, well, no wonder why your LiPo battery exploded on you. I'm like, here's why. And I showed it to him, and he's just like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah.
Master electrician, huh?
Yeah, like master electrician, oh yeah, this guy should not, he may be a master electrician, he should not be anywhere near a gearbox of a gun. Because he's going to ruin everything on this thing.
Tommy says that this MOSFET has an active brake in it.
That's good.
Gosh dang, I can't even grab that wire. What the hell? That's good to know, Tommy.
Active braking is good for
Super fast
any
builds.
kind of super fast builds, especially with EPUs that have pre-cocking.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have active braking on a gun that's doing pre-cocking, you're going to ruin a lot of parts.
Yeah, I like how the Leviathan you can adjust the intensity on both. So I put one in my DMR.
I mean, you could do the same thing on Gate Titans as well.
No call sign.
But it's not as easy to do as, say, a Leviathan. If I was to say, what do I prefer between a Gate Titan and a Leviathan, I definitely would choose a Leviathan any day over a Gate Titan.
Why is that?
It's cheaper. It has all the features as you would get on basically an expert model of the Gate Titan. You don't need an external programming card to set it. It automatically comes with the Bluetooth ability straight to your phone. You can mess with all the settings, and you can put different profiles on there. So if you lend it out to somebody, you can you can have your buddy have a profile on his gun. All he's got to do is activate the app, type in his passcode for his profile, and then boom, the gun reverts to settings for that profile for him.
Yeah.
So say if I take a buddy's gun that's got Leviathan on it, and I go on a profile that's for like loner, and I have it set up for safe semi, it would lock it to safe semi for when I use it.
Yeah.
And then I can give it back, and then the guy who owns it can give it out to somebody else and say, hey, here you go. And so it would basically make sure that only they could use the settings in that gun. And the other part is it locks it on the profile. So even if I gave it to a buddy to use overnight, and as like, hey, I've already set it up for you. If the less I give him the password to use on the Leviathan app, he cannot change anything on that profile, which is super awesome.
Yeah, I agree. That's one thing I love about the Leviathan, and I agree with you, man. That stuff is so convenient, especially with the Bluetooth, and with the addition that it has a BB count or the cycle counter.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got an error log. It's got, and the other cool part about it too is it doesn't use sensors. It uses switches. And so you don't have to worry about a sensor going bad. Which, if an optical sensor goes bad, it's a nightmare to try to replace. You might as well just replace the whole damn unit. If one of their switches goes bad, you can purchase a little micro switch on there for like a couple of bucks and resolder it on yourself and not worry about damaging anything else.
That's if your micro switch there goes to shit.
Yeah, but the chances of that happening are very slim to none.
Yeah. So, call sign says, you know if I can So, for the Elite Force H&K MP5, you know if I can install a MOSFET... hold on a second. I'm going to rephrase that. You know if I can install one, and what MOSFET would be best for it if I do. He wants to put a MOSFET in an H&K Elite Force MP5. He's wondering what MOSFET would be best for it. And hey, call sign, real quick. How tech savvy are you with airsoft guns? I'm gonna wait for a response.
It honestly depends on the gearbox version.
I'm pretty sure Elite Force H&K is version 2. Pretty damn sure. He wants to be able to use a 11.1 LiPo with it when it's done, and he's leaving it wired to the front. And he says he's not an AEG tech. So I'm thinking like one of those inline MOSFETs would be best.
An inline MOSFET would be best. If he's looking for like a faster trigger response, he'll want an actual ETU, and that's where it's going to depend on the type of gearbox, whether it's a version 2. It's not going to be a version 3, but it might be a version 4 or version 5, or unless now, because I think version 5 are AUVs.
Yeah. So he's on an airsoft tech, but would that require taking apart the gearbox?
To put an ETU in there?
Yeah, an ETU. I've never heard of an I don't have any experience with ETUs.
Yes. So, same like Gate Titans, Leviathans, they're all ETUs, electronic trigger units. You have to take the whole gearbox apart and rip out the old trigger unit, put the new one in there. So yes, you are going to have to take the gearbox apart for that.
Yeah, so I would just get an inline MOSFET. Do you have a brand that you can suggest? 'Cause these guys are not airsoft techs, and I don't think they have an airsoft tech where they're at.
Per-run units are probably the easiest and safest route to go with inline MOSFETs. They're also one of the best that I've seen. The aftermarket support for them is amazing. Their tech support for them is phenomenal.
So P-run inline MOSFET.
Yep.
Can you send me a link on our Discord chat right here, and I can send it to these guys so they can look at it?
Yeah, give me a second.
Says asking because I use batteries that are a bit better than 9.4 and 7.4 and all that. I'll either have a friend at the field or send it to you guys. Oh, call sign, are you asking for one of us to work on your gun? Because at that point, then it really depends on how much you're willing to spend for a MOSFET. And what do you... And you're just looking for trigger response, I bet, right? And Shark, there to answer your question, I'm gonna send you guys a link here on the chat here in a little bit. Large Tech is looking for a link for that P-Run inline MOSFET, so all you gotta do is plug it in and you're good to go.
It's the Larkitech, actually.
Larkitech, I'm sorry.
No worries. Give me a second. I'm about to message you.
Okay.
You come back here and paste. Now this does require some soldering to get it on there, but this Pinion unit is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I've installed 3 of these so far, and I have had 0 issues. And just an amazing MOSFET. And it's an actual MOSFET too. It's not just a programming card. It's an actual MOSFET. So you plug it in, you don't have to worry about your gun
Guys,
exploding.
this is the link to that MOSFET that he's talking about.
Yeah, it's on eVic. You can order it directly from Pinion as well, but Pinion is a UK site, or their UK company. So if you go straight to like pinion.com or whatever, or .co.uk, whatever the site is, you're gonna have to like.
I hear your call sign.
You got to do the currency conversion because it's gonna be in pounds or euros, I think.
Yeah, right. And you got a long wait because it's coming from the UK, Europe.
It's not
and the shipping is probably going to be pretty high.
Shipping will be a little bit pricey, and because of Corona, it's definitely going to be a little bit longer than usual, but not too bad. I've ordered directly from Pinion before, and it's only taken about maybe 2 to 3 weeks for it to come in, and that was at the height of this whole coronavirus thing, so it's not too bad. It's not like
Shark, but it's worth it, man. It'll save your contacts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Shark's looking for a MOSFET for his P90, and I agree that P-Run, the P-Run would work out pretty well.
Alright,
I use a different MOSFET for my P90, but it seems like eVic doesn't stock it anymore. It's called the... shit, what is it called? The Super... Hold on, I gotta grab my P90 because I can't remember the name of it. I've had this Tokyo Mauri P90. This is actually my very first high-end airsoft gun. This Tokyo Mauri P90, and I've done a bunch of mods on it. Oh shit! I forgot a battery in it. Don't do that, guys. But anyway, I've always ran 11.1 volt batteries in it after I discovered what LiPos are, and that was a long time ago. And anyway, I burnt out its original contacts because I didn't know that was a thing that happens. And I read about it, and that's how I learned about MOSFETs. And anyways, this MOSFET's called Burst Wizard King Kong Super 2. And I've had this MOSFET for years, like a very long time. I don't even remember when I first bought it. I think it was like almost a decade ago. And it works great today, and my trigger contacts in my P90 don't even show burn marks. And I've taken apart this P90 multiple times for preventative maintenance, and I've always checked those contacts because of past experience. And seriously, I'm not exaggerating, there's not even burn marks on those trigger contacts.
That's really awesome. That's why I love a MOSFET over anything else.
Right? Am I feeling old yet? Nope. I feel like I'm 20 years old. Shark asked me if I'm feeling old yet.
The scorching on trigger contacts come from your battery surging.
Yep.
And that surge of electricity is what causes a little kind of spark between the trigger contacts and causes it to scorch. That's where you get the burn marks. So having a MOSFET in there that regulates that and prevents the surging of the electricity through your system, and it's not surprising that you don't have any scorch marks on there.
Right. Yep. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish I knew about the MOSFET thing, because I wanted to keep my P90 for the most part original. But I can't use those contacts anymore, and, well, obviously it's no good anymore. But I actually still have it. I kept it for some reason. But now, because the new trigger assembly that I got was a JG, and I lost my semi-auto because of it. But however, my that MOSFET that I just told you about, it now turned my semi-auto to a 3-round burst. Hence the name. But which is fine because I use it specifically for close quarters. And my friends are terrified of that thing because it shoots 25 rounds a second with a, what was it, an M100 spring and a old Systema Magnum motor. 18-to-1 gears.
Nice.
Yeah, and it shoots right at 350. And consistent too. But I think it's volumed incorrectly because the BB's scattered in a three-round burst, but it doesn't really bother me that much because it's a CQB gun, so range is not detrimental with that thing. I carry that MP5 with me with my gunner loadout. So when people get too close, and because my 249 shoots too hot at for 50 foot, I switch to that P90, which is a lot safer to use. So, and I just use a 3-round burst.
Nice. So I usually my secondary weapon is my KWA T6, and it's a short little PDW, and it's my what I basically run as a secondary now. And that gun it's pretty much completely upgraded internally. It's got SHS 13-to-1 gears. It's got a gate tighten on it. Yeah, it's fast. It is fast. And I don't even run it on full auto. I run it with safe, semi, and binary. And
that binary is
my
fun,
binary trigger. Oh, I love binary trigger. Binary trigger is amazing because that's my way of getting around full auto. Because my field, most of the time, we never do full auto games. It's usually always semi only. And so if I have a binary trigger, I'll just fire binary. And people are just like, "You're firing full auto." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I just have a binary trigger. I have a really fast trigger finger." And my reasoning for being able to get around that is because I have a buddy of mine who runs a high kappa. He has a custom built high kappa. And this damn thing fired really, really fast. And he's got a fast trigger finger where he's been called out on going full auto on somebody. And he's been using a high kappa. And like the refs will come up to him and be like, "Hey, bro, you can't go full auto." And he's like, "I'm using a pistol. I just have a fast trigger finger."
That's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And so the fact that he gets called out of full auto all the time and he can't go full auto, it's like
I literally can't go full auto, bro.
I just have to fire slower than he fires. And so with a binary trigger, I just fire slow. And it fires fast enough that it's plausible that I could be on semi, which technically binary is semi-auto.
Technically, yeah. I know that there's some fields that are sticklers about that shit. Like, hey Tommy, isn't your field pretty strict about that shit too with the binary triggers? Did they just not? Did they just start not allowing that? Cause I think it was Tommy that told me that. Cause where he's at, they got pretty strict rules. Okay, sorry, I gotta get caught up on the chat here. Let's see. Shark there is gonna be broke after getting that P run for his P90. MOSFET allows what MOSFET allows me to program a binary function into my gun, and Tommy respond with Gate Aster or Gate Titan. You can also get the Jeftron Leviathan. I personally love that MOSFET. The only thing I don't like about the Jeftron Leviathan, only damn thing I don't like it, is that you have to get rid of your safety lever, which kind of ruins some of the realism for me. But that's just me. That's just me, though. I prefer the realism, but other than that, I love the Leviathan MOSFET. And let's see. Then call sign. Trucks area. I need semi-auto. They allow me to program my full auto battery and help with battery usage. Oh. Will they
It is
allow
kind of a
me to
downfall
program
with
my
the
full
Leviathan.
auto to binary and help with battery usage? It really depends on the gear the setup on your and the battery on your battery usage. How much amp draw your gun's pulling will dictate how much battery usage you get, if that makes any sense. Call us line. Let's see. Oh man, the stream froze from your connection. Okay. Shark Theory. Shark Theory fixed his stream. What MOSFET is he using to get the binary programming? Tommy already mentioned that. Let's see. I need something before you speak.
Yeah, personally, I have a Gate Titan that I use, but I'm gonna start using Jeftron Leviathans, just because they're cheaper, and I've got all the features there that I don't have to worry about paying for the advanced version or the expert version. I get all the features, one price.
Totally
super
agree.
Easy to install. Yep. And the fact that it's cheaper than the advanced version of a Gate Titan, and I don't need the USB link to do it, like that's phenomenal. I can do everything from my phone. I can lock it based on my phone. Like, so it's like I can lock a profile from my phone. So
yeah,
that
listen
anyone
to this
else
call
uses my
sign.
gun, they can't mess with it.
Yeah, so did Jeftron finally make a version 3 Leviathan?
I don't believe so. I still think they only have the V2 Leviathan.
Okay, I'm actually going to use some liquid tape on that wire because it's kind of got me a little freaked out. I don't like seeing exposed wire, and so where I soldered one of the signal wires to a joint, there's a little too much exposed wire to my liking, so I'm afraid of a short. There. Anyway, so just to let you guys know where we're at right now, on this MP5 gearbox, I got the spade connectors and installed and shrink wrapped to the proper length, and I managed to get it damn near perfect. We got the signal wire soldered up to the trigger assembly, so now all we have left to do is just throw the gears in, the anti-reversal latch, and everything else. Excuse me, get a little ahead of myself. We gotta check for area of engagement real quick, make sure it's good, and then we can assemble everything. And I think we'll have a shooting gun here in about, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. Unless I get distracted. Let's see. So, Shark Theory took off his mock charging handle because I was addicted to racking it. So instead, he removed it so he ends up slapping the magazine in more. Yeah. So, Shark Theory, your P90 is not shooting semi-auto anymore. And Tommy says, yep, no binary at his field. At his field is correct. They have a special session for Speedsoft that is no operational hours. Their rules are different. Oh, interesting. Let's see. So, call sign says, I keep asking for MOSFET suggestions is because I want to know all the options of MOSFETs. Right. So, like, right now, you're looking at either that inline MOSFET P-run that we just put a link in on the chat there. And we got the Gate Aster, the Gate Titan, and the Jeftron Leviathan. So you want a binary trigger for your MP5, and if it's using a version 2 gearbox, and if you don't care about having a mechanical, I would say mechanical safety, get the Leviathan. Hands down, the best bang for your buck. Because like what the remind me of your channel name again. Your Larchitect, right? Larchitect. Okay. So like what Larchitect was saying, the Jeftron Leviathan is cheaper than the Gate Titan. It's like it's in between the Gate Aster and the Gate Titan in price wise. But anyways, you get everything in one go. You get Bluetooth capability, cycle counter, binary. You can program whatever fire mode you want on whatever selector whatever your selector switch is on. Like for example, you can make safe full auto if you wanted to. With the Bluetooth capability, you can make your own password for your specific gun, so nobody can't hack into your damn gun and change your settings.
It's not just that. It's just that. So if you ever loan your gun out to somebody, right, and they wanted to say like, oh, I wanted to make it, safe, semi, and 5-round burst, and you have it set to safe, semi, full auto, they can't mess with it, not without knowing your password. And so you can literally set up. You can have different profiles on. I think you'd have like 10 profiles up there, max on the Leviathan unit. And you could have a profile for like a guest, or like a loner, a profile, and you can set that profile up to be like safe semi full auto or safe semi 3-round burst, 5-round burst, whatever, right? Yeah. And then you set it up and you activate that profile on there, and then when you disconnect the gun, it'll save it as that profile. So no matter who has that gun, unless you go in and choose a different profile in your app with the password, the gun is set on the profile that you set it to. So if you set it the night before to the loader profile for safe semi full auto, and say they have the Leviathan app and they try to change it, if they don't know your password to your Leviathan, they can't change it. It's locked to that loaner account. Which nice. Is amazing. That way you don't have to worry about someone going to a field with your gun and next thing you know, they're in trouble because they went full auto on a kid, or they went 3-round burst when it should be semi only.
Right.
So you can't get in trouble for loading out your gun.
This doesn't ain't gonna work unless I drill that hole a little bigger. But yeah, so call sign saying he don't need too many options. Prefer normal controls. Just switch full auto to binary. I think the Gate Aster is just basic as you can get, but you can still get binary, right? But you have to buy that control panel just to get it specific the way you want it.
The Gate Aster, you can get binary on it, but you need the advanced version, not the basic. The basic version does not allow binary.
Right.
The same thing with the Gate Titan. If you get the basic version of the Gate Titan, it does not allow binary. You have to get the advanced.
Also not worried about Bluetooth connection because I'm not loaning out my MP5 unless I trust him. The Bluetooth capability just makes it so much easier to program your Airsoft gun, call sign, like doing the fire modes that you want to do. And also, you can also change your fire rate and some other neat features. And it's just more convenient to have it Bluetooth to your phone because there's literally an app that you download. You'd be like, well, am I going to do this and that, and this and that? And it also has diagnostic features in it to let you know if there's something going on with your gun. So like, oh shit, my gun's not shooting. I wonder why. And 9 out of 10 times, the Leviathan, just depending on the issue, will tell you what's going on.
It'll tell you exactly what's going on. It even gives you possible fixes for it.
I mean, it's a kind of an expensive MOSFET, but it's well worth what it offers.
For an expensive MOSFET that's cheaper than a Gate Titan?
Yeah.
I mean, you can spend your money on a Gate Titan that is expensive on its own, or you could spend, slightly higher than $100 and get yourself a Jeff Leviathan that gives you all the options as an advanced. Like, if you ask me, the better ETU is going to be the Jeff Leviathan, just on the features alone.
Well, shit, I just found out that this piston head that I got the mount, that little peg that comes out the back to go insert this in the piston, is much bigger than this SHS piston I got in my hands. And I don't trust drilling the hole bigger. It's what I'm afraid of, is having it misalign and then binding up and then it all taking a shit together. I was just trying to find a damn piston head that's ported. I got one that fits. I just gotta see if it's gonna work with this cylinder. Damn it, Shark. Oh, okay, so let's see what we got here. No. Tommy says that his Gate Aster Basic has binary. And then Call Sign says,
Really?
I know, I like having the gun in my hands when programming it and not on my phone. Plus, I probably would use a Bluetooth feature in an M4 and lock the MOSFET to binary, semi, and full auto, or 3-round burst. And Tommy says you can program it with the trigger to get the binary on the Aster Basic. And Shark there is just teasing me about drilling the hole bigger. So basically, when it comes to a compact style gun, I don't like programming for my phone. On an M4, I don't mind programming from my phone. Okay. Then spend the
Then your
extra money.
solution is just going to be an inline MOSFET then.
Well, he can do the Gate Aster, because you could just do it right off the trigger.
Oh, you could do it off the trigger with the Gate Titan as well. And same thing, I believe
If you want to
you
spend
can do
extra
it
money
with
for
the
the
Leviathan.
Titan, right?
I think you could do it with the Leviathan as well. Don't quote me on that though. I haven't really done it that way. I've always used the Bluetooth app.
It's
just
so
'cause
it's so
I can
easy to
speak
do off the
back-
Bluetooth app. Literally, just select your shit and go.
Exactly.
Let's see. All right, let's see if this will work. Oh wait. Guess it would help to put some lube in there. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm just waiting on responses, and then there's a delay between me and the stream.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know what that's like.
I do. I definitely do.
There we go.
When I try to stream on Facebook, I get a slight delay, and that's kind of the same thing. It's like I have to wait. I'm actually going to see if I can stream with my GoPro Hero 8. Because I know I can stream to Facebook with the GoPro Hero 8. I just don't know if I can stream to Twitch with it.
Okay, so Call Sign's gonna look into the Titan and the Aster. But it sounds like he just wants it pretty basic, and he just wants the binary trigger. So I mean, I think the cheapest way to go would just get the Aster. I mean, I'm assuming that he's trying to go in a more budget way, so that's why I'm suggesting the Aster, since it's only like just under $70, and he can get what he wants. I've seen stories of people that the Aster saving people's gearboxes from grenading.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the one I saw a picture on one of the Facebook groups where the axle broke in the guy's 13-to-1 ratio, I think, DSG build, and it immediately stopped when it detected that there was something wrong. Yes, call sign, a $69 Gate Aster MOSFET. The Titan is going to be much more. What is the difference between the basic Titan and the Gate Aster anyway? Why is there such a big price difference for the same shit?
So the Gate Aster is the Gate Titan is a 2-part trigger unit. The Gate Aster is a single board trigger unit.
Okay. What does the Titan have over the basic against basic? What does the Titan have over the Aster?
I couldn't really tell you, to be quite honest. I don't see any features over the Gate Titan versus the Aster.
Yeah.
Other than that, maybe its optical sensors are slightly better, but because it's a 2-part system, you got optical sensors on one side and the other. Whereas the Gate Aster's only got optical sensors on one side.
Okay.
But I honestly couldn't tell you what the difference really is between the two basic versions.
Right.
Because I honestly don't notice any difference between the Gate Titan and the Gate Aster basic versions. The advanced versions, the Gate Titan's just got more features.
It's got more what?
Such as, like, it has more features, like low battery detection.
That's good shit right there.
It's got voltage protection. It'll protect your battery from surging.
Yeah.
Just small things, really. Small things that most people don't really think about.
I'm trying to figure out why this fucking piston head is leaking. Guess I'll try a different O-ring. Let's just put it on and then screw it down. The Gate Aster V2 is a drop-in MOSFET, and not like what you think. You have to open up the gearbox and drop it in. That basically means you don't have to solder anything. You literally just open up your gearbox, pull out your old trigger assembly, electronic trigger assembly, and you just install it and put the gearbox back together and throw it back in your gun.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, one of my local friends, he just ordered up a Gate Aster for his SEMA SR16, and it'll be arriving on Tuesday, and I'll be putting that in for him. Probably gonna do it off stream though.
That's kind of what I do with a lot of my guns. I do a lot of this stuff off stream.
Yeah, because when you got a lot of stuff to do, it's yeah, you gotta get done quick. And I for one, when I'm doing these streams, I like to pay attention to the viewers as much as I can. Because you never know, you have somebody that wants to learn how to do this stuff.
So what I started thinking about doing is I might redo my YouTube channel that I have and just like delete all the videos I have on there and make it my tech, like my Larkatech YouTube channel. And just start doing things like from the very beginning, like making videos on how to do proper shimming, like the different variations between a version 2 gearbox, a version 3 gearbox, stuff like that. Different features that I like about each gearbox, go over the Gate Aster, Gate Titan, Tron Leviathan, trigger units, the different type of springs, cylinder heads, all that stuff.
A lot of different content.
Kind of give someone a nice basic on how to do stuff. One of the biggest things that I've found just by teching a lot is there's not a whole lot of videos when it comes to disassembling certain guns. Like the Avalon series. When I first get it, I usually try to look up a disassembly video. And it says, okay, yeah, you take it off this way. But what they don't tell you are small things like, hey, you need to make sure you take the gearbox out of the gun before you remove the buffer tube. Because if you don't take the gearbox out of the gun and the wiring out of the buffer tube before you remove the buffer tube, you're going to twist and crunch up your wiring, and it's going to ruin your wiring harness.
Yep.
Learned that one the hard way on my own personal guns. It's like, oh my god. So now I know. Like, it's just small things.
Small things that get you. I know, I was just seeing if that was one we were all talking about. Yep. I think there's only one gate Aster MOSFET. But yeah, so it's up to you. What do you want to do, Call Slang? Just let me know, and you can DM me and we can talk about it more after the stream if you'd like. Yeah, Shark Theory. If you want to ever do like a one-on-one coaching on working on your P90 or whatever, just let me know and we can schedule a time. 9K, you got it added to a cart. 9K what? Call sign. This nozzle's leaking a little bit. They don't have 100% seal. I take that back. I guess I do. That's weird. I guess I was just holding it wrong. Damn. Got a good seal on this nozzle. Yep. So we got 100% seal between the piston head to the nozzle. So I'm probably gonna pull out the barrel and test that. See, I also took a look at the specs and some of the details to the MOSFET. Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, Callsign, you're on a roll there, buddy. It's funny, ever since I started doing, well, not funny, but kind of a bummer, I should say, that, ever since I started doing content creation and doing my YouTube channel and this wonderful Twitch channel, I have like zero time to even go game anymore. So I'm busy like doing content creation and stuff. But to be honest, I honestly enjoy this as much as I do gaming. And the last time I gamed was like 2 weeks ago, and that was with my wife playing a game called Raft, and that was only for like a few hours. I used to game like 8 hours a day.
Okay, buddy. I've got to get going. My dinner's here.
Alright, take it easy, man. Thanks for hanging out in the stream and giving some tips and BSing about Airsoft and teaching some of these the viewers some of the knowledge you know.
Absolutely. I'll be sure to share my stream in the chat once I get it up and going and I'm able to like stream better.
I think what I'm gonna do for the channel, I'm gonna do have a channel specifically for self promotion, so that people like yourself can do that.
Awesome. Well, I'll definitely chat with you more, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, have a good one, man. Take it easy.
You too. Bye.
Bye. How much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And Tommy says, a woodchuck could chuck all the wood if the woodchuck could chuck wood. So, who was that? Okay, Shark Theory. The other guy that was talking is, he's actually in our Discord server, named, here, I'll just post his name and give him a shout out. So, L'architect is this guy in our Discord. Kill Emenjaro 247. He runs a service tech business, and just like me. And he was actually just in the stream for a little bit, and he was L'architect. Yeah, let's see if I can. I wonder if he's still in this. I wonder if he's lurking. Nope. He's not. But yeah, really cool guy. He's really knowledgeable about airsoft tech. Real cool guy. Let's see here, who's memeing it up? Get all Shark Theory. Damn it, Shark Theory. You really want this gearbox, this MP5 gearbox thrown in the garbage, huh? Cheese it time, guys. Who's gonna have pizza tonight? Oh, I'll love for this. Oh my god, call sign. Keep it PG. Hey, sicko. Dude, cheesesteak is the bomb. Looks like we might have to do a little bit of area engagement, guys. Yeah, quite a bit. What is this grinding on? Oops. Yes, call sign. It wasn't spoken in PG manner. I was just teasing you. No, not a bad idea, Shark. Get something good to eat instead of some good old junk food. Damn it, Tommy. Yep, you're right, man. I think I want to move one shim down on this other side of this sector gear. Keep it over here so I don't lose damn shim. Oop. Okay, I'm gonna grab some grease to hold that stupid shim on. Tired of it falling. Oh, there it is. It's like, where did that shim go? Found it. Hooray! Okay, so I have to put a padding in front of the cylinder head to practice angle engagement. Damn it, Tommy! There. You're killing me, dog! You're killing me! Man, it's too bad, Shark. It's too bad, Shark, that Seabass is not here to see you say that. You actually look at the stream, and you know Seabass doesn't. Seabass has to look at the stream in order to reply back. I got a challenge for you, call sign. Look up some Airsoft puns. And share them in the chat. I don't want to use these sortal pads. These are for them extreme builds. I already did, Shark. I already did. I lubed it real good. How many of these do I have left? Let's take this one. Excuse me. Lately, I've been craving Papa John's stuffed crust pizza. That's some good stuff. Find any puns, call sign? Oh, there we go. I knew there was a spot there somewhere. Okay, call sign. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to do some airsoft puns. Tommy, see if you can find some. We gotta get a little punny up in here. You're terrible, Shark. You're terrible. I know what you're saying. Your mind's in the gutter. Ow. I poked myself. Let me get my damn vice back up here so I'm not holding it with my bare hands. Ah. I love it. There better be only air coming out of that nozzle. There's a problem if there's liquid substance goes out instead. Shark, shark, shark. I wonder where brother's mine is at. Usually he's here. A little bit. Every good airsofter knows what guns are good and which are bad. Every bad airsofter just knows which ones hurt more. Yep. Call sign thinks that he just read the cleanest dirty airsoft joke he's ever heard in a while. Alright, give it to us. Welcome back, D-Man. How'd things go? We're about to start sharing airsoft puns. I'm having call sign and Tommy look up some jokes. Airsoft is only 10% actual airsoft and 90% how you look. That is so true, bro. Don't they call that tactical? There we go. Alright, we got our servo pad. Pull this O-ring off and throw this cylinder head away. Two people you hate? Who's the other person? I know one of them is. My P90 sure needs an 8-inch suppressor. Why? Are you putting an 8-inch barrel on it? Grab some alcohol. It's all greasy now. Oh, gotcha, Demon. Do you have any puns that you could tell, Demon? Oh, that was a pun, Shark? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Look some up, bro. If you can't think of any. I know you're pretty good at with general puns. Think really hard, Shirk. Come on. I know you have it in you. Come on, Shirk. Shark says, I have an 8-inch suppressor. Anybody want? Are you trying to pun or are you being serious? Oh. That's a dirty one. Tommy says, I took one in the mouth. Simply does not carry the same connotation off the field. Oh my god. Did you make that one up or did you find it? Oh. I'm gonna throw this sucker away and get a new one. See, I make 2 good jokes and the rest are bad. Call sign. Alright. Alberta airsofters like the frontal attacks. Manitoba airsofters like the sneaky rear attacks. Saskatchewan players seem to always be taking it both ways. Ha. Alright. Putting the super glue on. Wait, it's gonna need more. There we go. That should be enough. More than enough. Shit. Might have to rub some of it off. There we go. Okay. Center it up. Give it a little squish. I realized where it was going halfway through. Oh, Seabass is here. Aren't you supposed to be helping your wife, Seabass? Shark, there you have at it. Seabass is here. Motor's done already? What'd you do? Just throw it together? Damon, do you have any puns to tell? Hey, call sign, what's your French? What did I say earlier? PG. Look at Seabass has the crown symbol by his name. Let's see. What does that mean? Oh, he's Prime Gaming. So Seabass, I figured out what Prime Gaming is. Seabass, your mom is so ugly, even goldfish don't smell back. Not the... Oh, snap. That's why I was laughing, Shark. That's fucked up, bro. True that, call sign. So, Seabass, gets you caught up to speed. We got the MOSFET soldered up to the trigger assembly of this MP5. And then I got the spades the connectors for the motor installed, and the wires cut to length. And right now, I just super glued a pad on this cylinder head to correct area engagement on this build. That's where we're at right now. Once that is dried enough, I'm gonna check the area engagement one more time, and then we'll be able to throw this gun back together. Well, yeah, but I didn't expect you to do a your mom joke, Shark. Well, now everybody knows. I thought you were gonna give him shit. But honestly, Shark, I was just teasing you, man. Call sign, did you, like, do a joke and a pun at the same time using my last name? See, guys, I don't need a practice for your MOSFET install. That's literally a drop-in installation. You could probably even do it. Demon Eyes. My mom is so ugly that 14 of the kids she was pregnant with died so they wouldn't have to see her ugly face. Damn! Yeah, Seabass finally decided to show up. Tommy. Look who decided to show up. Hey, Seabass, if you get a minute, if you go to, oh, let me back up. I got the walk-on sound effects enabled for you, Tommy, and my wife, just for mods, and for people that are subscribed to Tier 2. All you have to do is scroll down and look in it says the blurb panel. You click activate that, and then you just go through a process, and you can select your own walk-on sound. And once you do that, you can choose John Cena. So when you arrive in the stream, that sound effect will play. So I enabled the VIP badges for those who have supported this channel. So everybody who's supported this channel in some shape, way, or form, either it be one of the first people that helped me get my affiliate, like Shark Theory and Demon Eyes. They've always been there in the streams that helped me get my viewer count to achieve the affiliate status. And those who donate, like Tommy, and some of the other people, and subscribers. Subscribers get the VIP badge as well, because there again, it's supporting the channel. So everybody, I'm just trying to recognize those who support the channel. Damn, call sign. What do you gotta say to that, Shark? Let's see. You so far as Seabass, you got the admin, the mod, which is the sword first, because you're one of the founders of this channel, and then of course you're Prime. That's why you got the crown by your name. And God knows how many other badges you got. You probably have the Wyshtech badge as well. Since you're 2 months in a row, the Wyshtech badge should be bronze now. It should be. Okay, I think this is dried enough.
Have you ever had a dream that you could
Thanks, Tommy, for the bits. That was hilarious. Hey, that sounded just like me. Sounds like just like me stuttering. Call sign. They call me poison because I got the flow. Everybody's rejoicing because I like to spit like a pro. Oh my god. Your mom was so fast she was the wall Trump wanted. Oh my god, that's brutal. Never go on stage because I don't need the flame, but soon enough, one day you'll know my pain. Right, Tommy? Hey, look at that! You got a new badge. You got the. You're the first person to. You're number 1 in the bit. Doing the bits. I think that's what that stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong. For those who know all about Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna check area engagement. Okay, hang on, Seabass. I'll accept your walk-on sound. I gotta go to OBS Labs. Wait, no, not OBS Labs. Whatever it's fucking called. Excuse me, blurp. Mute. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's blurpy burp. I gotta go to the dashboard on the blurpy burp. I'm gonna go to the profile. Okay. Come on. Where? Nope, that's not where I wanted to go. Man. Thing's killing me. Where's the settings? There we go.
Why you bullying me?
For those interested in what I've been doing every weekend in the past 6 months, I posted a picture in Discord. Thanks for the bits, Tommy. Okay, now I gotta log in. Let's see. Now I gotta figure out how to get to my dashboard. Sorry this is taking so long. There we go. Okay, now I can go and accept your crap. Let's see what you pick. What'd you pick? Of course! Of course you picked that one! I'm not gonna say until you leave the stream and come back. Okay, hang on, Seabass. Alright, Seabass, I accepted it. Leave the stream and come back. Yep, I just accepted it. Tommy, you can do the same thing, just so you know. Guys, if you subscribe to Tier 2, you'll be able to do what's about to happen. Seabass is going to leave and come back, and he's going to, a walk-on sound is going to play to indicate that he's arrived to the stream. I'll give it a second. So right now, we just have Seabass, my wife, and Kita Aries, and Tommy, because they are all mods of the stream. And they're also subscribers. It's one of the little perks of being a subscriber to this channel. What? Hell no! Give it a minute, Seabass, because I know Blurp is a little laggy, or a little slow to refresh, if that makes any sense. So let's give it about like 5 minutes and then try again. I approved it, and I know it works because I just tested it before the stream started with Crystal, my wife. Yeah, I agree, Seabass. I think there's a delay. So I'm going to test it one more time. Testing audio. Oh, that was a weird combo. Moan, bark, fart. It's working, Seabass. Just give it a few more minutes and then leave the stream, like completely exit out everything, and then come back. Shark 3. Don't do that anymore with Seabass. He's not joking. Just to let you know, man. Yeah, give call sign some shit. He keeps calling you out, bro. Matter of fact, take some of his points away in the duels. Do you have any left, Shark? Oh my gosh, that is so perfect. That area engagement is dead on. Might have to shave a little bit more on the second tooth. So it's too damn close to my liking. You're probably... Call sign, you're probably bad at Call of Duty. Hey Seabass, you still there, man? Alright, I'm gonna mute myself real quick because I'm gonna run this guy. That's not bad, Shark Theory. 2 KD. Ain't bad. Dude, guys, if you played Call of Duty Zombies, you gotta try it in VR, man. There's this game called Pavlov for VR. And there's a modding community that's made mods for the game so you can play Call of Duty Zombies in virtual reality, and it's insane, dude. What the hell, call sign? Call of sign poison warfare. Okay. Oops. See here. Don't have the Discord up. Where the hell? It's all good. It's call sign. Okay, I think that'll be good. The diamond by your name, Shark Theory, means that you're a VIP. I gave you that because you've been with me since the beginning, and you also support me on my YouTube channel. And it's mainly to recognize those who have supported myself and this channel. It's just my way to appreciate those who support the channel. No, I'm not sure what you're doing. Been focused on this gearbox. Why? Okay. Why are we talking about Call of Duty when there's a job to be done? I'm about to get on the phone and call that booty. I ain't playing with you, son. No homo. It was just messed up reference, kind of like my life, but my mental is worse than a better's. I was just... We were just spitting bars? Now I'm confused. Okay, so I think we're good now. Area engagement is really good. Gonna put some grease on this, and then we're gonna throw this gearbox back together. How about them apples? Where's that little paintbrush? So I don't have to keep using that. Oh, there it is. What do you mean by, call side, what do you mean by, just spitting bars? Where is the... Okay, there we go. I had a guy on YouTube suggest using a freaking paintbrush to put grease on the gears. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been living on a rock apparently because I didn't realize that was... What the hell? I didn't realize that was a thing. When I should have known. I'll have to do it later, call sign, because my brain's really focused on this this build here. Oh crap! I gotta put this guy back in before I get too forward with the stuff. And this selector plate. Okay. Now, put this back in. Okay, Seabass, that's weird because that's unfortunate, Seabass, because that's weird because Kita got it all enabled and all that good stuff, and it worked right away once I accepted it. Yeah, it's approved. Hey, Seabass, do me a favor. Go on your Blurp profile and check to make sure it's approved. If you haven't already. First time entry? There's no limit. Or at least I don't think there is. Let me check. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Cooldown for 3 minutes. Okay. Alright, so there is a cooldown. It was set for 1 day, Seabass.
John C.
Seabass is in the house! That's the walk-on sound, guys, I was telling you about. Now we know when Seabass hops in on the stream. Oh, hey Seabass, just thought I'd let you know that earlier in the stream I told everybody that when you do the duels, you can actually wager your points. All you have to do is do duel, username, and then space the amount of points that you want to duel with. If you lose that amount of points. If you win those amount of points and take those points from that player or viewer. I see what you did there, Seabass. I see what you did. Thought we were friends. Where's my mouse? There it is. See? Look at that. You just won 69 points. Yeah, look at you, superstar. Damn, son. You got the game. You got the game all figured out. Hell yeah. There we go. Nope. Wait a minute. I'd like to line enough. Okay. I think Seabass has a shit ton of points. Seabass has a couple points. Put a little bit too much grease on his bevel. Oh man, do you take the challenge? Call sign's been on a roll today, Seabass. Better watch out. See if you're on that winning streak. Oh, damn it! He just lost 200 points. Damn it, boy. Okay. GG. GG. You know, I was just thinking about that call sign. Oh man, you won another 200 points. Damn. Yeah, you're on a fucking roll, bro. Fucking superstar. Good luck, have fun. Looks like you have Lady Luck on your side today. Seriously? Oh, that spoon's gotta be sitting down in there. Oh, shoot. I know I forgot to do something. This little guy. Okay, so that's good to go. We can put the trigger back in now. Not yet. I couldn't find another natural redhead here in Vegas. I'm lost, call sign. Just the Irish lady next to you. It's not the Lady Luck after all. Where did that... Oh, this is for the... Okay. Lady Luck is on my side, motherfucker. There we go. And we're putting the trigger back in. Oh, it's nice and solid in there too. Hell yeah. Oops. I'll put this spark wire back in. I can hear that my neighbor's here talking to my roommates upstairs. Do I need to get an emote, a dabbing emote for you, Tommy? Language call sign. Oh, jeez. It's supposed to be up this way. There we go. Okay, so it is supposed to be that way. I need to get that wire to stick down a little further. Oh, I gotta wrap up the stream there, guys. I just realized it's been 3 hours. I gotta call it. Anyways, keep forgetting children here. Oh, the moms don't notice me. Just kidding, man. It's all good, man. I think I'm gonna just enable the cloud bot to catch all the bad words. But there's no problem, man. Anyways, I'm gonna call it for tonight, guys. But for the most part, this rifle is about gonna be put back together. All we gotta do now is make sure the spring for this safety lever is installed. There's free sale in here. Oh, of course, put the tap plate back in. But yeah, it's almost together, and then we can test fire on the next stream. So Wednesday stream, we are going to finish this, and we'll find out what our results are with what we put in this thing. So when that happens, we're gonna do some guessing, and I'll have that ready for the next stream for you guys, so we can have a little fun with that. I don't know, Tony. What are you thinking? Oh, hey guys. I was thinking about doing a raid with everybody. I think one of my buddies on Twitch is streaming right now. Yes, he is. So I know this guy named Airsoft Viper. He's streaming card games right now where you guys can interact with the stream and play card games, and he airsofts too. And I'm wondering, yeah, I'll let you know, Tommy. Would you guys like to raid his channel? When I do this raid, what's going to happen is that all of us are going to go to his channel and raid it. And for those who are interested in doing this raid with me, we're going to go in there and hype it up. We're just going to send emojis like crazy and say hi. So, that's what we're going to do here in a little bit. We're going to continue this build on Wednesday. And we'll try to see what we get in the results for on Wednesday on this MP5. But anyways. So get ready, guys, for this raid. I'm going to type in the command, and we're going to take off and go raid this guy's channel. Okay, we're about to do this raid, guys. So when you hop in there, I want you guys to send emojis and say hi. And let's see what's going on in his channel. You ready? Here we go. Ready or not, here we go. 3 viewers, 4 viewers. You guys ready? We're gonna raid the channel now. And off we go.